The Congo Basin breathes like a living continent, a green ocean stretching beyond the horizon, deeper and darker than imagination allows. Morning rises slowly here. Light does not simply appear, it filters down in thin golden threads, fighting its way through a ceiling of leaves stacked 40 meters high. Every beam that touches the forest floor feels like a rare visitor, a traveler from another world. In this hidden interior, sound replaces vision, the low rumble of distant thunder, the flutter of unseen wings, the slow drip of last night's rain sliding from leaf to leaf like liquid glass. This is one of Earth's oldest realms, an ecosystem older than most mountains, older than deserts, older than recorded human memory. The ground beneath the forest is a mosaic of ancient volcanic rock and river sediment, shaped by millions of years of storms, floods, and shifting tectonic plates. Giant buttress roots rise like natural cathedrals, clutching the earth with the force of time itself. Vines coil around trunks in slow motion, tightening their grip decade by decade until they become part of the trees they once strangled. Nothing here grows fast. Nothing grows small. Everything reaches, crawls, or climbs toward survival. Humidity wraps around the basin like a second atmosphere. The air is thick enough to feel, warm enough to drink, heavy enough to transform every breath into steam. In the swamps, the forest becomes a floating world. Trees stand knee-deep in black water, water so dark it reflects the canopy like a mirror, water so still it hides crocodiles beneath its flawless surface. Even the light avoids these swamps, bending away from their depth as if the darkness is alive. Move too fast and the mud will grab at your ankles. Move too slow and the forest will swallow your path behind you. Yet life flourishes in the shadows. Forest elephants emerge silently, their feet adapted to mud and moss, moving with impossible grace for creatures so massive. Their tusks glow pale against the green, carving narrow trails through vegetation thicker than stone walls. Western lowland gorillas watch from behind curtains of leaves, their breath rising like smoke in the morning haze. They speak in low grunts and chest rumbles, soft, resonant, almost human. Bonobos gather in the treetops above them, communicating with gestures and laughter. Living in societies so peaceful they challenge every expectation of the wild. In the Congo Basin, intelligence hides everywhere, and it rarely looks up when you expect it to. Here, even the rivers behave in ways that defy logic. Some flow forward, others sideways, others vanish underground for kilometers before rising again as unexpected springs. Rain arrives in sheets, sudden and unforgiving, hammering the canopy so loudly it becomes white noise. But only a fraction of that water reaches the ground. Most is intercepted by leaves larger than satellite dishes, trapped in the upper world, feeding mosses, orchids, and entire microforests suspended 20 stories above Earth. With every kilometer, the forest changes its face. The lowland jungle sharpens into dense thickets of razor-edged palms. Further in, the vegetation softens into fern valleys where shafts of green light give everything a dreamlike glow. Then comes the great silence, the deep interior where even insects speak quietly, as if they sense they are standing in a place older than consequence. Here, the air carries stories, pollen from flowers that bloom once a decade, smoke from lightning-struck trees, minerals lifted from riverbeds that have never known a human footprint. The Congo Basin is a paradox of extremes. It is so lush it creates its own weather, so remote it feels untouched by time. So rich in life that each square kilometer holds more species than entire countries. Yet, at the same time, it is fragile, ephemeral, balanced on a knife edge of rainfall and sunlight. One dry season too long, one storm too violent, and entire ecosystems shift, rewrite themselves, begin again. And yet the basin endures. It endures because it has learned to survive chaos, because its trees grow with patience measured not in years, but in centuries. Because its rivers remember every path they have carved. Because its creatures, from the smallest ant to the rarest primate, have evolved for a world that asks everything from them. The forest is not peaceful, its beauty is born from struggle, but it is honest, it is ancient, it is real. As dusk approaches, the jungle glows once more, this time from within. Fireflies drift between roots like wandering stars, rising in slow spirals. The temperature cools just enough for mist to lift from the soil, weaving through the trunks like pale ghosts. Bats replace birds, frogs replace cicadas, and for a moment, the entire forest, the entire living engine of the Congo Basin, breathes in perfect rhythm. Deep inside this wilderness, you understand a simple truth. This is one of the last places on Earth where nature still speaks louder than humanity, where time moves differently, where the world remains as it once was, untamed, unbroken, magnificent. And as the night swallows the final traces of daylight, the forest whispers its oldest message: the planet is still wilder than we imagine, and wilder than we deserve.